Set up.
Hello, Roadrunner fans, and welcome to another edition of the Roadrunner Review, the 30-minute magazine show that features Metro State sports and highlights from the past month. I'm Myles Potter, and as always, I'm joined by my partner in crime, Davy Burke.
Thanks, Myles. And what a great show we have for you this month. It's playoff time for our fall sports, and it's never more exciting than when hardware is on the line and basketball season is underway. We'll get you all the highlights from our nationally ranked men's basketball team.
You're absolutely right, Davey. When hardware is on the line, it's great. But at first, as always, we bring you Lennox Williams to bring you up to date on all Metro State news. Lennox?
Thanks, guys. And hello there in TV land. We have awards that were handed out this past month, and it's not only for what players did on the field, but also in the classroom as well. Cross-country superstar Brianna Emin earned the RMAC Summit Award at the RMAC Championship in mid-November. The award is presented to the student athlete with the highest GPA at the RMAC Championship. Emin scored a pristine 4.0 grade point average in human development and elementary education. At the Women's Soccer Championship, our own Alexi Marr took home the Summit Award, boosting a 3.97 GPA in integrative medicine. The defensive stud led the Roadrunners to second place in the final RMAC standing. Great job to both Brianna and Alexi. We also have an update on our softball team who signed 4 incredible athletes during the early signing period. Head coach Annie Wetzinger is reloading on a team that made some noise in the NCAA tournament last season. Anna Apodaca is a utility player from Denver, Colorado, and bat .443 at Wheat Ridge High School. Katie Bucco is a catcher shortstop from Keensburg, Colorado, and recorded 105 RBI in her high school career. Tess Haas is an outfielder from Loveland and was named All-State 3 times. And finally, Ashley Kim earned All-State honors batting at .437 as a senior in Castle Rock. The softball season will be here before you know it, and we're excited to see what this team can do in year 2 of the Van Wetzinger regime. Back to you guys, and let's get to those awesome highlights from the men's basketball team.
Thanks, Lennox. Yeah, Davey, that softball team is reloaded and looking to make it run for the RMAC title this year.
Yeah, last year they had a resurgence in the RMAC. You know, Coach Van Wetzinger, she's going to have them on top of the mountain again this year.
Absolutely. All right, now it's time to get to our third-ranked men's basketball team. Coming off a Final Four appearance last season, head coach Derek Clark and his squad tip off a brand new season at home against Rogers State. With no Brandon Jefferson, who would take over the leadership of this team? Nicholas Kay puts his 2 cents in with this one. First drive to the rack against 3 Hillcats. He finishes and goes to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Then Kay again, who goes baseline, throws it down before the halftime buzzer. The senior from Tamworth, Australia, scores a career-high 28 points. Rogers State would not go away easily. Desjuan Newton finds a seam, throws up the shot after the contact. It falls through, and the Hillcats have the game within 1 in the second half. But it was too much. Metro, the senior, Will Sinclair, gets the block. Runners in transition to Jordan Hunter, who takes it himself for the layup. Metro State hangs on for the 73-68 win.
The following night took place at the Auraria Event Center once again, and the Roadrunners welcomed in Arkansas Fort Smith. Remember when we told you about Kay's career high last night? Well, the all-conference forward was stellar the following night, besting last night's career high, dropping in 33 points. But the play of the night, and possibly of the year, Mitch McCarron comes up with the steal, goes up against the defender, he spins, goes over his head, and gets the acrobatic shot to fall through. SportsCenter Top 10, anyone? Let's see that again. McCarron wows the home crowd with the razzle and dazzle. The senior guard finishes with 22 points while dishing out 7 assists. Runners roll to the 80-67 win over the Lions.
The following week, Metro State hosted South Dakota Mines and looking for a third scorer to step up into the fold. Junior guard Jordan Hunter came through in this one. The Denver native, showing no fear with the hand in his face, drains the three-pointer to give his team the early lead. The Hard Rockers taking it to the rim, but newcomer Bunama Keita rejects the shot attempt, and here comes the Roadrunners. Hunter gives the rock back to Kay, who powers down the thunderous jam over the Mines defender. What a play! It's a play you'll probably see again in the show. Hint, hint, hint. Second half, and it's Hunter again all alone, this time for the easy deuce. Then it's Hunter again, a few feet away from the three-point line. The junior scores 14 points in a big win over South Dakota Mines.
More lines came to the Mile High City as Langston University took on our Roadrunners. Delonte Dunklin nabs away the pass and takes it coast to coast for the stuff. The junior transfer chipped in 6 points. Kay led all scores with 19 points, including this fake and driving slam. But the player of the night was freshman Keita, who broke out for 17 points and 6 rebounds. The 6'10 center from Senegal connected on his first 8 shots to help lead his squad to the 76-68 win.
Roadrunners' first road trip of the season led them to the Sunshine State of Florida. They would first take on Armstrong State, where McCarran and Kay combined for 42 points. The following night, the Roadrunners found themselves down by 19 points at the half to Florida Southern. Metro State battled all the way back to within 3, but the clock ran out before they could steal away the victory on the road. Yeah, Davey, heartbreaking loss at Florida Southern. But remember, last year at this time, they lost to Western Washington.
Yeah, but it was only a small speed bump because then after that they went on a roll and they didn't lose again until the Final Four. So I'm sure it's going to be the same thing this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guarantee Coach Clark is going to have that team ready to go this weekend.
Oh, he will.
Well, so we're just getting started here on the Roadrunner Review. Still ahead on the show. Our volleyball team was the Cinderella story of the RMAC tournament last year. Could they make another deep run in the conference tournament? But coming up next, the men's and women's soccer team have secured their spots in the RMAC playoffs. Come back and see how rowdy this team can be when the championships are on the line. We're coming right back on the Roadrunner Review.
We know you want family-friendly sporting events.
Sporting events where you can be comfortable
and entertained in a positive environment. Watching great individuals and teams compete.
with commitment, effort, and good sportsmanship. That's what the Division II Game Environment Initiative is about.
Be a part of the excitement and find out why.
These student athletes say with pride,
I chose
I chose Division II.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion. I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why I chose
Division II.
The Roadrunner Review would like to thank its sponsors, Jason's Deli. Real food is fresh, higher quality, more flavorful, less processed, and naturally better tasting. Get real food at any Jason's Deli location. And the Boulder Broker Inn, a proud partner and preferred hotel for Metro State Athletics.
Welcome back. Our men's and women's soccer team were conference contenders all season long and looking to carry their talents and momentum into the RMAC tournament. But before we get to those highlights, a few of our stud Roadrunner athletes earned some awards for their fantastic efforts this season.
That's right, Miles, and we start off with Carissa Price, who earned the top award in women's soccer. The senior from Gilbert, Arizona was recognized by the conference as RMAC Player of the Year. Price led the RMAC in goals with 10 and in points with 22. She was also the conference's most clutch player, notching 5 game-winning goals. She's the first Roadrunner to earn the award since star defender Nicole Cito took the award in 2008.
We now round out the regular season awards in women's soccer. Abby Rolfe earns first team honors after leading the RMAC in assists with 8 while adding 3 goals. Brandy Farley earns second team All-RMAC after registering 5 assists and 3 goals. Post also earned second team honors, scoring twice. Marie Ipock and Brianna Flores both earned honorable mention All-Conference.
Now to the men's team, who had 5 Roadrunners earn all-conference honors. Junior Danny Rubla was named first team All-RMAC after scoring 9 goals and adding 4 assists. Fellow striker Josh Belfridge was also placed on the first team, notching 22 points in his sophomore campaign. Dustin Burke played his way onto the first team, scoring 6 goals this past season. Brock Labertu earned second team All-Honors, while Tyler Trujillo was voted to the honorable mention All-Conference team.
Now for those playoff highlights you've all been waiting for, and we start with the women, who finished second in the RMAC with a 10-0-4 mark in conference play, earning a first-round bye.
Colorado School of Mines would end up winning the regular season title and would host the tournament out in Golden. The Roadrunners would take on Regis in the semifinal round. Metro State fell in the semifinal round last year to Fort Lewis, but tonight would be different for the red and blue. Noemi Polanco says, "I'll take that," and she streaks up the field and places the perfect pass to Mackenzie Reiber, who finishes for the 1-0 lead. Just the beginning for Polanco. Into the second half, Price with the header, Farley with the header, and she finds Polanco, who taps it in for the 2-0 lead. Polanco then bullies her way through two defenders, fires a rocket, it deflects off a leg and finds the back of the net. Metro State blanks the Rangers 3-0 to move on to the RMAC Championship.
The top two teams in the RMAC all season long went toe-to-toe for the conference title. After 110 minutes of battle, neither team would find the back of the net. So, we go to PKs, where things got really exciting. It's 4-4 heading into the 7th round. Jordan Post goes high and puts her team up 5-4. If Flores gets the save, Metro is the RMAC champs. But Maddie Woodard goes low, and it's 5-5. Taylor Campbell goes low, but Yates is there to stop the shot, and Mines could win the title with the make. Mackenzie King fires, goes right, and Flores goes left. Mines is your 2014 RMAC Tournament champions.
Tough loss, but their season did not end there. They ventured to Commerce, Texas to play Angelo State in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The Rambells jumped on the board first. Off the corner kick, Brianna Flores makes the incredible save, but it falls right to the feet of Tiffany Dang, who puts in the rebound for the 1-0 lead. Metro looking to even things up. Reiber centers to Post, who heads it towards the net, but it hits the crossbar. Great chance that doesn't go through. Second half, Blanco with a great move through the defense. Fires, it deflects in front of the net where Carly Nelson and Reiber are all alone. Reiber can't get a good touch on it, and it's sent away. Angelo goes up 2-0 with just seconds left in the game. The Rambles end Metro State's season in the first round.
Now to the men's side, who took on Regis University in the first round of the RMAC tournament. Rangers strike first. The Conference Player of the Year, Martin Mabin, beats Justin Glyavar. Metro's defense steps up but leaves Zach Hoff all alone for the easy goal for the 1-0 lead. Later in the first half, Regis on the throw. The ball perfectly hits the head of Onthor Christensen, who beats Keegan Hand for the 2-0 lead. Metro responds in a big way just 35 seconds later. As Arubula centers, it is kicked in by the Rangers defense for the own goal. But however, it wouldn't be enough, as Mabin scores in the 64th minute for the 3-1 lead, and men's soccer season comes to an end. Our volleyball team playoff run is up next on the Roadrunner Review. You don't want to miss it.
Are you a college student that needs a place to live? Are you still living with your parents and want your own space? The Regency Student Housing is perfect for you. The community offers many amenities such as a fitness center, 2 basketball courts, big screen amphitheater, all-you-can-eat dining hall, bowling alley, arcade, free parking, and a shuttle to and from the Auraria campus. For more information, please call 303-477-1950 or visit our website at regencystudenthousing.com.
Metropolitan State University of Denver nurtures student aspiration and empowers lifelong success through personal attention and professional experience in an inclusive environment. Located in the heart of downtown Denver, the university offers broad access to a transformative undergraduate and graduate education on Colorado's most diverse college campus. And as a gateway to opportunity, MSU Denver advances the intellectual, social, cultural, and economic well-being of Denver and beyond.
The Roadrunner Review is brought to you by its proud sponsors, Panorama Orthopedics and Spine Center. From sports injuries to spine injuries to total joints for arthritis, they are in your neighborhood caring for your injuries. Located at 3 convenient locations, Golden, Littleton, and Thornton.
Thanks for coming back. Our volleyball team had an incredible regular season as they won 21 games, finishing 3rd in the RMAC with a 15-3 record and securing a spot in the NCAA tournament.
Head coach Debbie Hendricks and her squad had their best start since 2001, winning 9 in a row at one point, and they would host the first round of the RMAC tournament right here at the Auraria Event Center against Colorado Christian.
It was the 3rd time this year as these two teams would battle it out, splitting the season series. First set, Kaylee Pierce finds an open spot on the floor for this one as she had a team-high 12 kills, helping her team to the 21-23 first set lead. Second set, and Lauren Quijano is blocked at the net, giving the Cougars a 23-19 advantage. But the Roadrunners reel off the next 6 points to steal the second set, 25-23. Metro State would take control from there, taking the next 2 sets 25-10 and 25-18 to move to the semifinals of the RMAC tournament. Quijano led the way with 21 kills and 4 total blocks.
Up next for the Red and Blue is 4th-ranked Colorado School of Mines. After dropping the first 6 sets to the Orediggers during the regular season, the Roadrunners took the first set 26-24. Hahn recorded 18 kills in the match. Second set now, Megan Peterson crushes the kill off the Metro defense to even the match at 1-1. Quijano was once again on top of her game, throwing down one of her 18 kills to go along with 8 digs. Final set, and Eric, turn up those naps.
Dug up by Gregor, Tor now, goes outside to Hahn. Hahn with it, it's off the block and out! The Roadrunners upset the Colorado School of Mine Orediggers, win in 4 sets.
On to the championship match. First, Colorado Mesa and the Mavericks were red hot coming into this one and would take the RMAC title, sweeping the Roadrunners 3-0. Lauren Quijano tallied a team-high 11 kills, but Mesa was just too strong on their home floor.
It was back to Grand Junction for the NCAA tournament, where the 3-seeded Roadrunners took on 6-seeded Tarleton State. Kylie Hahn continued her great postseason, racking up 10 kills to lead the team. The Texans were led by Haley Roberts, who recorded 15 kills. Tarleton takes the first set 25-22. Kenya Alexander was unstoppable for her squad. She pounded out 10 kills and blocked 8 Metro kill attempts. They take the second set 25-20. Metro senior Kylie Hoagland battling to keep her team alive in the match, but Tarleton came ready to play in their first ever NCAA trip, defeating Metro 32-30 in the third set and 3-0 to end the Roadrunner season.
Coach Hendricks loses 5 seniors from this year's squad, but with talented athletes like Kylie Hahn and Michaela Smith, next year's team should be just as solid.
Oh yeah, and don't forget about Fasate Fiatoa and Brandy Tor. But it's time for a break. When we come back, the NCAA Regional Championships for our cross-country team. You don't want to go away.
And the celebration is on for Mike Dunlap.
The Skyhawks celebrate a second national title in program history.
And the winner of the 2006 Harlan Hill Trophy as Division II College Football Player of the Year is Danny Woodhead from Chadron State.
ASU! 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 What do we got?
So glad you could rejoin us here on the Roadrunner Review. Our cross-country team were also ready for the postseason as they actually hosted the regional championship in their own backyard of downtown Denver.
Yeah, there's no place like home, Miles, and you better believe with altitude on Metro's side, the home field advantage was strictly going to go Metro's way. It was a glorious day for racing at Washington Park. We'll start with the men, who was led by Eli Hemming, who was the first Roadrunner to cross the finish line. He would finish 29th overall. Jason Carey soon followed behind Hemming, crossing the line in the 31st spot. Brandon Croggy was the third Roadrunner to finish, completing the race 36th overall. The men would finish 7th overall as a team, which was 1 spot and 3 points away from qualifying for nationals.
You know, as far as their effort, the guys that was the best effort I've ever seen by them. They fought for every inch, especially the second half of the race. First half, we were holding back a little bit, trying to be smart since it's a longer distance than we've gone all season. But you know, the guys, they attacked that second half and they fought for it. And we came up just short, 3 points away from qualifying for nationals. It's kind of a heartbreaker. It's like getting 4th at the Olympics. You know, it's one of those, you know, not quite in. And so it's a difficult time, and they're going to probably be beating themselves up a little bit. But we went together and had a nice meeting afterwards. And I said, you know what? You know, life isn't over. We've always got a next meet. another time, and so we're going to take a little rest and get focused on the track and field season.
Now to our ladies, who came into the meet ranked 17th in the nation. They needed to finish in the top 6 to reach the national meets. And they're off. Victoria Alcala and Brianna Hemming leading the way for the red and blue. Hemming would overtake Alcala and finish the race 15th overall in a time of 23 minutes and 23 seconds in the 6K race. Alcala was right behind her as she finished 16th. Jamila Rashid and Ivana Ramirez came in at the 33 and 39th spot, respectively. The great performance helped Metro State finish 4th overall, earning a repeat trip to the NCAA Championship meet, which will take place in Louisville, Kentucky. Both Hemming and Alcala earned all region honors, finishing in the top 25.
Well, congratulations. Just some of your thoughts on going to nationals.
I'm really excited. It'll be my second time going. Hopefully this year will be a lot different from last year. I've improved a lot. Aside from that, I don't know, really excited.
Obviously, it's a team sport. No matter where you finish, it's got to be the rest of the team. How proud of you are the rest of the team?
Everybody stepped up today. There was nobody who didn't give it their all today, and I'm so proud of all of them.
Talk about the race and how it went for you.
It was really tough in the beginning. I felt like kind of went out a little too fast, so I was a little nervous. But going in, catching Brianna, I knew that I had to step it up.
Gosh, the ladies were absolutely phenomenal. We were 6th at the conference championships. We come in here and we get 4th, and we beat 2 of the teams that beat us at the conference championships. Huge, huge performance. We had, some big performances from our middle group. Jamila Rashid ran a phenomenal race, kicked down a bunch of people at the end of the race. Ivana Ramirez, Victoria Alcala, huge improvement from last year, and we've seen it coming and coming and coming, and she's been fighting off Brianna in workouts, and Brianna and her were our 1-2, and they were within 5 seconds of each other. So fantastic race by those girls. I couldn't be prouder. And
what a great performance for our women's team, Davy. They were ranked as high as 5th in the nation, and they're looking for a top 5 finish after this next meet.
Yeah, now they go down to Louisville for nationals, but they've been there before, so I'm sure all the nerves are going to be gone. And remember, you can check out GoMetroState.com, and we'll keep you up to date as we hope that our cross-country team brings back some hardware to the Mile High City.
We're coming right back with top plays on the Roadrunner Review.
Getting down to crunch time here on the Roadrunner Review, and we still have plenty to get through. Basketball, baseball, softball, everything's coming up.
Softball in the RMAC Championship. Aubrey Mall had a great performance.
We got to get someone else in here. He's got to have ice in his veins to get through this highlight. BJ, you're in.
Let's go. Yeah, softball's had an amazing year so far. They have Aubrey Mall as the starting pitcher. They have Hillary, and they got a lot of great hitters. So I think they're going to make a great run this year.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion. I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why I chose.
I chose
Division II.
The finish line is quickly approaching here on the Roadrunner Review. Today's show has been focused on playoffs and that final destination of the championship glory. But for some, the final destination is just making it through another round of chemotherapy or struggling to keep down all the medicine one must take when cancer is involved.
That's right, Miles. As a society, we watch sports to try and distract us from the worries of the world. And our very own men's basketball team and baseball team did the same thing for a couple young children who are battling their own fights with cancer. Our own Eric Lansing has more.
Meet the newest Roadrunners. Chase Lycum and Nathaniel Kurtz have signed contracts with the Red and Blue to bring success and inspiration to the teams.
Really exciting. I feel really nervous to sign this and be excited to be a part of this university.
9-year-old Chase was diagnosed with stage 3 lymphoma in October of 2013. After 28 straight days of intensive radiation, Chase is almost in the clear with only 2 more chemotherapy treatments to go. He was signed to the men's basketball team by head coach Derek Clark.
Well, Chase and Reese will be the X factor for us. Oftentimes we talk about appreciation for your situation with our team and just making sure that they understand they have a great opportunity and there's people that are suffering out there. And we all often preach about toughness too. You know, the guy sitting to my left here, that's toughness right there.
7-year-old Nathaniel had Wilms tumor, which is a type of kidney cancer. After 6 months of chemotherapy and 8 months of difficult surgeries, Nathaniel is cancer-free from his most recent scans, and baseball head coach Jared Otis has big plans for the Brighton native.
You know, he's just going to be a part of ultimately everything. He's going to help us, you know, bat boy, just helping out with practice, just, you know, wherever he fits and whatever he wants to do. It's going to be our field's going to be really wide open to him, and hopefully he can take some ground balls and some BP with us and play some catch, and then just hopefully help me out a little bit along the way too.
The baseball and the basketball teams will battle the toughest of opponents this season, but it's nothing compared to Chase's and Nathaniel's biggest foe of cancer, which both superstars have on the run and are close to have it totally beaten. For the Roadrunner Review, I'm Eric Lansing.
Thanks, Eric. Now it's time for top plays from the month of November, and as always, they're brought to you by the Regency. We'll tip things off with our women's hoops in play number 5. Kendrick Jessic makes the pinpoint pass to Denny Jacobs, who easily finishes on the layup. That pass is almost Peyton Manning-like as the ball sneaks past the defender into the hands of Emmanuel Sanders. I mean, Denny Jacob, we love Peyton Manning here in Denver, and we love that the women's basketball team is looking so good in the very early part of the season.
In play number 4, we have great defense that leads to even better offense. Men's basketball taking on South Dakota Mines and Bunami Keita representing the SWAT team, keeping the Rockers off the board. On the break, K to Hunter back to K, and the senior slams it home on the emphatic dunk. For a big guy, that Nick K is quite athletic. Men's team wins big for South Dakota Mines.
RMAC tournament time. Noemi Polanco, who hogtied those Rangers in the first round. Here she robs the Rangers blind of the ball and speeds up the field, where she finds the foot of Mackenzie Ryber, who beats the keep for the spectacular goal. Polanco added a goal and the one who forced the own goal in the 3-1 win to advance to the final round of the tournament.
In the finals of the RMAC tournament, where Metro State and Mines had to go to penalty kicks. Play number 2 features 2 big saves by true freshman Brianna Flores. The first came in the first round as Rachel Turner was stopped cold by the Gilbert, Arizona native. That was the second time this year Flores stopped Turner in a PK. Then in the 5th round, Anna Delray goes low and outside, but Flores reads her perfectly to give her team a chance to win the crown.
And the top play from November comes from the nationally ranked men's basketball team. Mitch McCarron forces the steal. He runs down the ball, goes up strong. The defender alters his shot as McCarron has to go over his head for the amazing finish. I'm not even sure if this is something you could work on in practice. Nor could he do it again if I asked him. The Aussie, with some flashy moves, helps his team go 5-1 in the month of November. Those were the top plays of the month from November, and as always, they're brought to you by the Regency. Thanks for tuning in, but that's going to do it for this month's edition of the Roadrunner Review. Remember, check out GoMetroState.com to keep you up to date on all your Roadrunner news.
But for Lennox Williams, Myles Potter, Kermit Ball, Eric Lansing, I'm Davy Burke, and we'll see you next month for more high-flying Metro State action. We'll see you next time.